Some of these are going to be fast because I wrote them to be read fast. And if you really are interested in hearing them again, you can look through the book sometime. I'm sick of them, personally. Abortion. Coming home, I find you still in bed, but when I pull back the blanket, I see your stomach as flat as an iron. You've done it as you warned me you would, and left the fetus wrapped in wax paper for me to look at. My son, woman loving you no matter what you do, what can I say except that I've heard the poor have no children, just small people, and there is room only for one man in this house. I'm going to read The Tenant Farmer because I like the rhythm. I don't especially like the poem, but I'll read it anyway. The Tenant Farmer. Hailstones puncture the ground as I sit at the table rubbing a fork. My woman slides a knife across her lips and lays it beside a cup of water. Each day she bites another notch in her thumb, and I pretend relief is coming as the smooth black tire earth wheels around the sun without its patch of topsoil, and my mouth speaks sweet barley red cabbage, roll on home to Jesus, it's too late now, you're dead. When I was about 10, my second step-grandfather, we lived with him in the desert, and my grandmother, my mother's sister and I, my grandmother. And we had 2 mares and a bull and 2 goats. Mine was black and my sister's was white. And we had some pigeons and some chickens and some pigs and dogs and snakes and scorpions and things. And then he decided to have a little farm. And there, you know, it's dry, so he had to irrigate all the time on a small scale. There were mosquitoes all over everything. Well, anyway, we had squash and watermelon and corn. I think that was all that would grow there. And he bought us these goats, and they were sort of fun. I didn't really like mine because he didn't seem to care about me. But, you know, it was interesting to have him. And they started to get horns, and they start butting everybody when you went out the door. And then they got on top of his blue 56 Ford pickup, and then he said, I'm going to kill them sons of bitches. And my great-grandfather was a Choctaw Indian from Oklahoma and then into Texas. So my people on my mother's side are from Oklahoma and Texas. And my ancestors then would be out of Mississippi because the Choctaws were moved there on the Trail of Tears. Anyway, being a good Texan, he came over to barbecue them. So the whole family came over, you know, and they slaughtered them, and they slit their throats. And my sister and I sat in the kitchen, and they screamed like people in a way. You know, it's real awful. We didn't eat them. We didn't eat them at all. Now, I mentioned this, the title of this poem is also the first line, and I mentioned a kidney. Well, it's not a goat's kidney, it's a pig's kidney. And we had a pet pig named Piggy. And they decided to kill Piggy, too, the week or so before. And my grandmother got his kidney right away and put it in some boiling water and sliced up lemon, and she told my sister and I to breathe in because that would cure our colds. I don't know whether it did or not, but we did what she said. So I think that's it. The story, oh yes, they all got diarrhea from Piggy. They were sick for about a week. Okay, poem probably doesn't live up to this tale. This is called I Have Got to Stop Loving You. I have got to stop loving you, so I've killed my black goat. His kidney floats in a bowl, a beige flat fish around whom parasites, slices of lemon, break through the surface of hot broth, then sink below as I bend face down in the steam breathing in. I hear this will cure anything. When I'm finished, I walk up to him. He hangs from a short wooden post, tongue stuck out of his mouth, tasting the hay-flavored air. A bib of flies gather at his throat, and further down where he is open and bare of all his organs, I put my hand in, stroke him once, then taking it out, look at the sky. The storm clouds there break open, and raindrops yellow as black cat's eyes come down, each a tiny river, hateful and alone. Wishing I could get out of this alive, I hug myself. It is hard to remember if he suffered much.